Today you're going to learn how to do lowercase y and lowercase z in cursive. And these are the last two letters, lowercase letters in cursive that you need to learn still. So, let me make a straighter line than that. Let's start with lowercase y. Lowercase y starts at the bottom line. You're going to come up and make a hump back down, slide up again, back down, past the line, and make a hook, make a loop around, I should say. Very similar to what you would do with a lowercase g, but you'll see that the top of the y is open instead of closed. Let's do another one. Starting here, coming up and down, back up again, and down, and I'm going to loop around, just like that. Alright, so why don't you try with me? Go ahead and draw a line on your board, and let's do it together. Starting at the bottom line, sliding up and back down, sliding up, down past the line, and make a loop, and connect it eventually to another letter. Alright, let's do one more together. Starting at the bottom, lowercase y. If you need to pause the video to practice more lowercase y's before you move on to lowercase z, feel free to do that. I'm going to erase, and we're going to move on to lowercase z next. Now, lowercase z in cursive is kind of a funny letter because it doesn't really look anything like the printed z. So you're going to be kind of surprised at the way that it looks. So lowercase z looks like this. Starting at the bottom line, or at the bottom of the line, sliding up and down, and then you're going to make like a little hump here. And you're going to come and make a loop. So lowercase z is kind of a strange letter. This little hump here is really important in the lowercase z because that's what makes it look like a z. Alright, let's try it. I'm going to show you another one. Starting here, sliding up and back down. I'm going to make a little hump, and I'm going to come down and around and make a loop. Lowercase z. Now let's try a few together. Starting at the bottom, up and back down, make a little hump, down and around, and make a loop. And let's do one more. You may want to practice some lowercase z's on your own before you move on to the handwriting journal because these can be kind of tricky. Feel free to go back and rewind the video so you can see the way that I formed it, and that'll help you as well. Alright, now let's get your handwriting journal out, and I'd like you to turn to page 13 in your handwriting journal. Okay, so we're on page 13, and remember to go back and trace these Y's before you finish the handwriting journal. I'm going to model how to make the lowercase y on the lines. Just like that. Okay, so let's do another one. So I'm going to start at the bottom. I'm going to come up to the dotted line, slide back down, back up, down to make a loop, and then I could connect another letter if I needed to. Okay, I'm going to do one more with you. Alright. Don't forget to do your own lowercase y's on this line as well. Now I'm going to show you how to connect two Y's together. So all I'm doing is I'm coming up and I'm basically creating another Y right next to it. Let's try again. I make my first Y. I come back up and I go right into my second Y, make another loop, and there's 2 Y's. Now, moving on to lowercase z. Remember to go back and trace these lowercase z's on your own before you turn it in. Be careful because it's not actually connected here, but it almost looks like it is. And you want to make sure you're not closing this up. So let's try one together. Just like that. Okay, let's do another one. Starting at the bottom, up to the dotted line and back down. Make a hump. Come down to make a loop. Just like that. Alright, let's do one more. Now, I'm going to show you how to connect 2 Z's together, lowercase z's. Don't forget to do these Z's as well. Just like that. Let's try 2 more Z's connected. Make my hump, come up and make a loop, go right into the second Z, make the hump, and another loop. Okay, you'll want to try one more over here. Remember that you don't need to do this activity at the bottom. Make sure you have the whole page done, including tracing all of the letters before you turn it in to the ledge under the whiteboard. Good job.